Hey everyone, this is Tyler Adams with COZ, and today I'm going to introduce a new feature that is coming to the Neon platform, specifically Neon Wallet Desktop version 3 Plus and Neon Wallet Mobile as a parallel release. And that feature is cross-chain swaps built directly into the wallet. This feature is part of a series of features that we'll be releasing over the next probably 6 to 12 months that will leverage some of the architectural decisions that we built into the new wallet platform. In this case, the fact that you can view all of your accounts across multiple L1s and L2s in the same interface will provide a lot of value here. And what I mean by that is that in this feature, we're adding the ability for somebody to go directly into an account, say on the Ethereum blockchain, hit the swap button and swap Ethereum direct or ETH directly into Neo, and have it show up right inside the same interface on the N3 blockchain. That's a huge value proposition to the Neo ecosystem and the COZ platform, since it introduces a ramp opportunity for a lot of people that don't have one right now. It also introduces a major UX improvement over a lot of the current workflows for moving between like USDC, USDT, ETH, Bitcoin, things like that into the Neo ecosystem and also out of it. Initially, in the Neo ecosystem, we'll be supporting 3 tokens, or it's actually 5 technically. We'll be supporting Neo Gas and FLM on N3, and then we'll also be supporting Legacy, Neo, and Gas. And those can all be swapped amongst each other as well, which introduces a migration option or path for the Neon 3 platform that's also native in the wallet. In the future, I think we'll look towards adding more tokens within the ecosystem, as well as building out native integrations which leverage Wallet Connect within the product to provide swap opportunities for users between different token classes and types. As always, Neon is a self-custodial wallet, and that's really valuable to us. So one of the big value propositions here, besides the UX, is that a lot of people now, they can operate in an extremely self-custodial way, right? When they're transferring tokens across platforms, right? They don't have to dump their tokens on a centralized exchange where they lose custody while they wait and evaluate the book. They can maintain their tokens directly in the wallet in a self-custodial account, possibly on a ledger, for example, and they can swap directly out of that account and back onto an account that's managed by the ledger on another blockchain. And now I think I can go through a live demo of that feature. In this case, we're going to be swapping some ETH directly into N3 Neo. So here is our demo wallet, and you'll notice that we have some balances, primarily ETH. We've also got some Neo Candy, Gas, Lyrebird token, and some others. And one wallet and 3 accounts. A couple things right off the bat that you'll notice that are different. We have this swap button right here in the left-hand nav, and then we also have a help button here that takes you directly to the Discord server to get support, which is something, especially with new users or users coming back into the ecosystem, that's something we really want to support. Another thing, when you go into wallets, you'll notice now at an account level that you also have this swap button right here. And these are going to do almost the same thing. The difference being that, if you click on it from within an account, it will auto-populate the account. And in this case, as I mentioned, we're going to swap some ETH into Neo. So if I go here, I've got my account. I'm going to click on swap. Okay, and you'll notice the account is populated, and I'm going to select my token. You'll notice there are a lot that our provider offers. In this case, we're going to go for ETH right there. Okay. And then we're going to put in 1 because that's how many we're going to use for this demo. And then the token to receive is going to be Neo. And you'll notice here, as I mentioned, we actually support Neo, and in this case, it's called Neo 3. And then this one is actually Legacy. So we'll select that. And then we're going to select our account. In this case, it's the COZ contract admin. You'll notice it's around 81 cents for the transaction fee. The amount that we'll get is 228 Neo. And then we're just going to swap. Okay. And then once you swap, you'll notice this pane that shows up here. We do aim to complete all swaps in under 7 minutes. For large transaction sizes or token amounts, that can take a little longer. We've seen it take up to 2 hours. But for the most part, it's pretty quick. It's, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. And you'll notice we have this status indicator here. So we've confirmed the transaction. Now we're waiting for the swap to take place and then verify on the other side. You'll notice in this case, it's on Ethereum. So we've got our Ethereum transaction, and then we're waiting for the transaction 2, which would be on the Neo side. And we've got our fee. And the addresses and everything, as well as, again, this support link, which takes you to the COZ Discord. And then there's also this log button, which is useful for support. If there's an issue, you can provide that to us, and we will facilitate evaluating what happened. Okay, so we're pending, and then we'll just wait for that swap to happen. So I think this is probably a good opportunity for me to show you another feature here. So let's say I started the swap and I leave the wallet. Now, if I go into the transaction log here, you'll see there's now in the transaction log this swap button or label indicating that this transaction was actually a swap. And this is something that's unique to Neon. And if I click that, it'll actually open up all the swap details again, as well as, once this is complete, it'll have the transaction 2 as well. And that'll show up on both sides if you have the account in Neon. So it's a pretty cool feature that allows you to track token transfers across chain within the wallet itself without having to go out and grab data from a bunch of different locations. Okay, and you'll notice now the exchange state is finished. So now we're just waiting on the received transaction or transaction ID to populate here, and then we'll be done. And then I'll show you the updated account state. Okay. So now you'll see we have our N3 transaction ID there, sending address, and we have our receiving address, and it's complete. So now if I go here, and we're just going to go ahead and refresh on the accounts, you'll see the balance is updated, and there is my Neo.